highest standards of integrity and character. And something I know you saw in Mark and will now see the next honoree.
And that honoree, our next Alumni Service Award recipient, is James Tuman.
If you show up, anything is possible. I'm a national youth speaker that tries to create a positive climate and try to create where kids are supportive of each other. Wherever it is that kids reside, that's where I want to be able to have them see that they have something to offer. But it's given me an opportunity to really feel like I didn't pass through on this earth, that I made a difference, that I did something meaningful with my life. And my bracelet that really epitomizes it, it flies off the shelf, and I've given thousands since I designed this. But it says, happy people live outside themselves. The happiest people I know are living outside themselves. Doesn't matter how bad their life is. They get up every day with the whole focus of going out and making a difference in someone else's life.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct pleasure to present the Michigan State University Alumni Service Award to James Tuman. 6 years ago, this past June, I walked into a Red Robin restaurant, sat down, the waitress came over, and she said, "What would you like to drink?" And I said, "I'll have a Diet Coke." And she said, "Oh, I'm so sorry, we only have Pepsi products." And I said, I really wanted a Diet Coke, but water would be great. And she kind of looked at me quizzically, and she said, "Do you really want a Diet Coke?" And I said, "Yeah, that'd be great, but obviously, water would be fine as well." She said, "Well, let me see what I can do to make that happen." And I kind of looked at her and I thought, what is this woman talking about? And she said, "There's a 7-Eleven across the street. I'll run over and get you a Diet Coke." Well, I got up, gave her a hug, and said just the gesture alone was phenomenal. About 10 minutes later, it was a humid day, she came back and there were beads of sweat on her forehead, and on her tray were 2 Diet Cokes. Now, I did all the obligatory things. I gave her a big tip, told her manager, but I drove away that day thinking that if she, at 18 years old, can go the extra mile, then I can get up every single day for the rest of my life with the single intention of being able to touch a life, make a difference in the smallest of ways and the largest of ways. From that time until today, there hasn't been one day when this hasn't presented itself to me. Because to me, service is about being conscious. It's about being able to look around you and see what is possible. As I approach my 71st year in 2 weeks, the one thing that has become clear to me as a person is that in the end of our journey, people only remember your heart. I've never been to a funeral where someone has said, "This person lives in a great house. This person, drives great cars." They talk about the kind acts. They talk about the unconditional love. And so tonight, I would ask all of you, if it was possible, to go out and somehow be able to showcase your heart. I'm also humbled by this award and want to thank my friends and my family, especially my wife Jan, for believing in me when there were times in my life that I didn't believe in myself. They carried me through those bridges. And I can't say enough. And I can't say enough about MSU and what my experience was here in working with young people that started me down this road, and how vital that was in my choice of where I wanted to put my heart. So, as I conclude this, from my heart to yours, thank you so much for allowing me to share my heart. And equally important, thank you for your hearts and what you do from tonight on for the rest of your life.